And we have an earnings rally this morning in stocks, though we are off the highs of the day. Bob Pisani is with us at Post 9. Bob.
Yeah, the important thing is earnings generally have been great. Just like the first quarter, they're raising the numbers overall for the second quarter, and the third quarter numbers look pretty good. But they're starting to see some headwinds now. So you've heard about higher rates. We're getting some complaints about that. We're getting some complaints about the rising dollar, for example. We're getting some complaints about tariffs and higher costs. And did you see this in the last couple of days? So we had Kimberly-Clark. They were talking about higher commodities overall, weak foreign currency. Whirlpool came out. They were talking about a stronger dollar and higher costs and a little bit weaker in Europe. And then we had Illinois Toolworks. They were complaining about currency and higher rates. So you can see these little market headwinds that have been going on here. And I think that's starting to affect things at the edges. Overall, though, the numbers are pretty good. So there's Kimberly-Clark. They talked about some concerns overall. Whirlpool's down big, I think, because they're seeing some declines over in Europe in addition to the higher costs. But United Tech didn't say much about the stronger dollar costs. 3M didn't. Avery Dennison mentioned higher costs a little bit, but their numbers were so good. They're overcoming these higher costs. So it's a mixed bag about these higher costs and the dollar issues. I'll tell you something that's messing people up pretty badly, and that's Google. Now, Google reported, Alphabet, of course, reported decent numbers overall, but just take a look at the numbers that they had. We had $9.59, the analysts are expected, and they reported this amazing initial top line number. It was $11.75. But remember, they had this $5 billion charge. So suddenly the actual number with the charge is $4.54. Now, wait a minute. What's the actual number? Are we using $1.75 or are we using $4.54? This company is so big that it actually materially has affected the S&P earnings numbers right now. So take a look here. Thomson Reuters has decided to go with the number with the charge, the $4.54. So instead of roughly 21% earnings growth expected in the S&P 500, 20.8% today. We had 21.7 yesterday, 20.8% today. Almost a full percentage point lower because Google number was so big. Look at the impact on that. Now, here's a big question. Remember, traditionally you use the GAAP numbers. General accepted accounting principles says, okay, if they take a charge, that's part of the earnings. But analysts have been using these adjusted numbers for years where they strip out the charges. So what is it? This is a debate Wall Street's been having, and it's actually affecting our numbers. Yeah. We follow this very, very carefully. I'm an old school guy. I say if the company took the charge and it's in the earnings and they're taking it, then that should be the bottom line. The number is $4.54. But other analysts say, no, you take the charges out because you get a cleaner picture of where the company is. This goes to this whole debate about financial engineering in general. And I don't know what the answer is. I can tell you it's messing up a lot of people this morning.
28.8 is still pretty good.
It's pretty good, but it's a full percentage point lower. Remember the narrative. Remember my narrative. It's messing with my narrative. The narrative is earnings generally are improving and looking better, and the commentary in the third quarter generally is looking better. That hasn't changed with Google's number, but these companies are so big. The Googles and the Microsofts of the world are so big that they can move whole markets.
Are they going to use actual euros to pay the fine or just pro forma euros? I guess if they use actual euros, then you got to include it.
Here's the thing that makes me absolutely nuts. The analysts could change their mind. And a month from now, we could find out that they're using the original number, that $9 and that $11.75 number. And suddenly the estimates for the S&P 500 are going to go way up. And somebody's going to say, why did that happen?
Yes. That's fascinating. It's fascinating. I assume you'll write about this for .com.
Oh, yes. It annoys me greatly because this is why people say Wall Street's trying to mess with our heads. They just want to use the numbers that they want to use.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.